All right, you guys, I'm trying a little screen share here for our session. And tonight is going to be all about establishing your brand colors as well as your different fonts. So you're going to come up with two different fonts tonight. You're going to come up with your title font, which you use on just about everything, and a signature font, which is a ton of fun too. And I'm going to show you some ways to get some new fonts that aren't already on your computer and set yourself apart from other people as well. So this is one of my favorite things, because once you establish your brand, this is when you can really get those creative juices going and have fun with picking your colors and really resonating with the certain images and pictures that you will be selecting for your brand. So once you've established those 4 to 5 things that your brand is all about, what do you bring forward? What type of person are you when you're in your brand? So let's just take a look at this. Once you've established your brand, where do you fall in this color wheel? And why I love this one so much is it's emotionally triggered with the color. So if you're looking at blue, you can see trust, honesty, authority, serenity, intelligence. Green would be hope, growth, refreshing, balance, reassurance. And so you can kind of get an idea of when your common theme of who you are, what you bring forward to the table starts showing up inside your brand. You can go off these trigger words for finding where they go in the color wheel. So before you go any farther or deeper into your brand exploring, boy, I can't even talk today, exploring is really get good with your top 4 to 5. What are your trigger words? And so once you do that, you can kind of see that there might be, over on here, creativity, spirituality, individuality, all this good stuff. So you're looking in here and you can kind of see maybe 2 to 3 words that are playing into your brand. So you start to get a feeling of, wow, I really resonate with the color purple when it comes to feeling. So this is a fun place to start. You can start to see where you resonate within here. And then another thing that I want to point out is complementary colors. So say you fall in this purple zone when it comes to your brand, what you have to bring forward to your dream avatar, look directly across the color wheel. Yellow is the complementary color to purple, and this is a great way to create some contrasting colors within your brand, as well as staying consistent so that all of the colors pop while you have them going on social media. And we'll dig into this in a little bit. I'm going to show you 2 examples that I love. I think that they're drastically 2 different people, and you're going to see that in a second. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about creating that signature font, as well as creating the signature font as well as your header font. So most of you said that you've used Canva before, so I'm not going to go into any long tutorial or anything about Canva, but if you hop on over to canva.com, you can find a bunch of fun templates to work with, and as you can see, I have a lot of stuff in here. But for the past couple years, I have used this font for, like I said, years and years and years. So I've stuck and been consistent with this. So this has always been my header font. This is what I've used on every single one of my promotions. You'll see it for Boho Branding School everywhere. And then I have a signature font. And why I like these 2 together is that this is the bold, sort of in your face. It's the information you need. And this is sort of that sweeping light font. And so I actually downloaded this off of a different website where it was free. And you can do the same too. So have some fun playing around with finding that bold header font in your colors, your branding colors, and then have some fun also playing around with your signature font. This is what's going to set you apart from everyone else online, is when you stay consistent with these things where, I always use this shade of like a burgundy. I always use this shade of a light seafoam kind of green, and then I love to use black and having that white contrast in the background. So once you use that and you continue it on your things, people will continue to recognize your information and what you're putting out there and your brand. So to play around more so with colors, you can go into here, and then one of the tricks that I did want to show you is that this is the hex code, HEX. Once you find a color that you really like, you can pop back over into Canva and you can completely change this number. So you'll press on this. this is where the hex code is. Paste it in, and you can completely change your color like I mentioned. So once you get really good with what colors you want, you can make this quick and easy. You can have it down to your hex code so that when you're branding on anything, or maybe you hire a graphic designer in the future, you have all of that nice and neat and set up for you. There's also a spot within Canva where you can input your brand. I love this option because it makes it super easy for me. These are my branding colors. And so I have all 4 of them positioned in here. I also have my fonts all uploaded, and eventually I'll be getting a logo and stuff like that. So play around with the Your Brand section in Canva so that whenever you're going to create a design, you can come in and you can use your colors every single time and make it your own. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about people that stand out with their unique brand. I know there's a lot of Beachbody coaches. I know you guys know who Amy Silverman is. She is one of the top Beachbody coaches. So I just wanted to show brand consistency when it comes to taking pictures with your cell phone. So I'm pretty sure she has either like an iPhone or something, but her pictures are very, very consistent. The one thing that you see in here are a lot of greens, blues, and she shows a lot of her food, and she's very consistent. She uses the same filter in just about every single one of her photos. So when you start posting to Instagram or Facebook, there is the tendency to always want to change your images and try to update them, but stay consistent with a filter that you really like and keep going with it, because it creates this sort of magazine where you want to keep paging through, you want to understand what she's all about. And then I also wanted to show you Kimra Luna. This is an example of how she's used Canva as well as her unique font that she uses throughout. See how she has her logo, it's sort of that hand scripty looking. But she has these colors that she uses on just about everything. The vibrant blues, the reds, the purples, the rocker chick, the blue hair, the hot pink, all these really exciting things that when you get in here, you're like, what is this all about? You know, this is so awesome. So she's actually created all of these in Canva. And so if you were to look at these up close and you get an idea of what she's talking about, you can easily create these testimonials for your brand and your business as well. All you have to do is understand your colors, your font, and then throw this baby together. It's a great way to promote your business, and it looks clean and refreshing, and it totally speaks to her brand. So just to recap everything that we went through, take some time today to head on over. I'm going to post this link in our page, and understand that you don't have to have your brand down today. We will be covering that in the future here in Boho Branding School. That will happen on week number 1. But this is the next step, you guys. This is where you want to get, is to understand where your trigger and your feeling words are, and to see where your colors kind of rejuvenate. Then spend some time over, I forgot to show you guys this, I'm sorry, on the website called dafont.com. Dafont.com. When you get here over in this preview section, go ahead and put in your brand name if you have it. And then what you'll want to do is scroll through and have some fun just exploring all of the fonts. I mean, there's like hundreds and hundreds of fonts on here. Find that one awesome signature font that really speaks to you and download it. You're going to download it, and it's going to come into a zip file here. So you are going to have to open your zip file, and there's usually some information from, oh, isn't that pretty? From the person who created it, and then you can download it completely. You can look at their information as well here too, but you'll download the font there. And then what you can do is you can also put the font into Canva underneath that same tab that we spoke about under your brand. You just place it under where it says fonts right here. Then you can use it at any time on any of your marketing pieces. So you can make marketing pieces looking just like this. And that is it. So that's Dafont, and I'll be sending out that little color wheel. You can spend some time in here having some fun, picking your own hex code, uploading it over to Canva, And if you do decide to do this tonight and you're having fun with it, one of the best things that you guys can do is share them with your group. So once you get it all together, you can go ahead and post it into the Boho Branding group and say, hey, what do you guys think of this? And this isn't really that great of an example, but once you put your brand together, your colors together, maybe I even have a sample to show you. Okay, so once you have everything put together, this is a great spot to just make your own little quick reference sheet when it comes to your brand. You can come in here and you can alter however you want it to look, and you can post this to the group. You can say, hey guys, these are the color swatches that I'm thinking. This is my title font. This is my signature font. What do you think? What are the moods that come up with this? Have a little fun with it. Explore. You can always change these. For myself, I just went in and put the hex code on each one of them so that it's easy to understand. If I do hire a graphic designer here one of these days, I can just send this over to them so that they understand the look and feel that I want to go with. I hope this was helpful for you guys. And again, this is just a tip of the iceberg when it comes to your brand and setting yourself apart in the online scene. Consistency is key, you guys. Once you establish it, stick with it for 6 months to a year. See how it works. If you want to change it up, you can, but I just have to say consistency is always key, always your best friend. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you guys later.